Welcome back, Robbers and Jobbers, to Gone Rogue. Last time, we had a nice intermission after the slaughterhouse, and we met some new people, most notably Mr. Conley, who has given us the assignment to go to a Commandant's house and relieve him of his precious collection of stones. So let's go ahead and go there. We have a few people on site, a few security systems, a few safes, and a security camera, computer, and dog. Let's go ahead and look at our specializations. We have some new ones. We got Mr. Conley's man, which makes civilians less of a threat. They don't pursue him, and they're afraid to call others for help. They also have less attention to Jack. That's nice, but it's not something I usually like to use. This, however, I really like to use. Scout. He runs absolutely silently unless he's at, well, over 3/4 of his maximum weight capacity. It is fantastic for making this game less tedious. We, of course, also have Factory Worker for repairing our stuff. We have a lot of excess tools, so we're going to go ahead and not take that. We have Contract with the Devil. I don't need that many saves. We're going to take Leader of the Pack because I hate dogs, at least in this video game. For our items, we'll take some lard, we'll take our petard, and we'll also take our drug Second Breath. Because, you know, it's got one use on it, we might as well use it up. As far as our tools, this is our first mission where we can actually do some electronic stuff, and we'll need to bring some wire cutters to actually get some of that done. But there's also safes on site, and we'll need a hand drill to get in there. It can go through other things, but primarily it's for safes. Let's grab that. Let's grab a couple of crowbars. And let's also grab one of those lockpicks. We have a lot of lockpicks. Anyway, let's go. The Commandant's house. The house of the Commandant of one of the city districts. The Commandant is a significant and privileged position, which means there's definitely something to profit from in the house. Your main goal: to steal a collection of precious stones and get out of the house. You cannot set up residence in the house. You will fail the mission. Additional goals. You also need to find an antique item, as well as find the secret safe. Now, at the beginning here, there's sort of a new behavior / dick move I'm going to show off, and I'm going to intentionally fail to show you. Because we have not seen this behavior before. We have a snitch out here. He is a bloodhound. He's a different kind of dick that we haven't really messed with either. We'll see plenty of bloodhounds, so don't worry about it. But normally, here's the Commandant's house. This is where you want to go for your main goal. So let's just go ahead and jack in there, shall we? What? That trash can opened. Well, it looks like you've gone and fucked yourself, because now these things are sound activated, because of course they are, right? So let's go ahead and restart the mission like nothing happened. Again, all for demonstrative purposes. The game will not always do this. Different cameras have different behaviors. Just like in the last mission, they didn't do this. In the future, they may or may not do it again. Either way, we need to get our 5 stars, so let's go over here and get some extra stuff. We have some scrap metal, just laying out here in front of God and everyone. We'll go and pick that up. And let's go ahead and get jacked into this poor man's house. That's literally what he is. Go and turn off some lights. And let's see, that guy's coming, but don't worry. Go ahead and get this started. He's a common lethal, oh my goodness. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Plenty of time for us to move around in here. There's a lot of things for us to unlock, but I really want to get in there. That's going to save us the most time. Also, I probably didn't have to jump out of there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. In fact, why don't we go over here? He's just making some dinner there. With some rotten vegetables he probably has nearby. Now he's going to see what he might wear tomorrow. Let's see. Can't tell if he's outside that sphere or not. Let's wait a moment. Alright, let's try it now. He may or may not be in there. He was in there. It's not a big problem. He'll be momentarily upset, but it's probably just a bird hitting the window. Nothing to really worry. Yeah, see, it's quiet now. Nothing to worry about, sir. Alright, let's run over here as quickly as possible. Brr, 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 brr. Alright, let's get in here with the lockpick while he is walking. And once he stops, we'll go ahead and switch over to the crowbar. This door takes a little bit longer to get into. It's a normal difficulty, unlike all the easy difficulties we've been messing with. All right, run, Jack. For the good of the city. Come on, get through the window. Oh, he's seeing us. Thankfully, did not see well enough because it's so dark in there. Let's see, I don't think we can get in there fast enough. We have that snitch coming in here. He's going to look in just a little bit. Check and see if there's any ne'er-do-wells about. All right, let's jump in there. We should have plenty of time to actually get in this little closet now. Wait for him to go in position, because if you switch between your tools too much, they will break. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's wait a little longer. There we go. Getting in here is going to make a lot of things easier. Because inside here, we have... I was going to say we have some canned food. Rotten vegetables, I don't care about that. Rotten meat. Some beer. Some more beer. But most importantly, some broth of placebo root. Now, what does that do, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you did ask. A product made by local healers briefly allows you to believe in your own strength. All skills are increased by 20% for the next 10 successful break-ins. It's pretty great. Let's go ahead and just down that right now. That's the ticket. Alright, we got anything else? We got some scrap metal there. We might as well pick that up. We could pick up all this stuff too, but I don't need this garbage. I don't need any of that garbage at all. Should I go over there? I can't... That's within the scope of that. I probably shouldn't do that. Let's just concentrate on getting in both of these. I don't think there's anything else in the house that's really worthwhile. As soon as he leaves, I will go ahead and cheese it. Alright, get over here and let's get whacking and smacking in there. We're going through these a lot faster because, guess what? Now Jack believes in himself, finally, after all these years. Now I'm a real burglar. Just like in the movies. We'll go ahead and open this with that. I didn't see what you got out of there. We'll have to open that again. It's not a problem. There we go. All right, sir. I was going to say, please don't come back here. He did not. We'll grab this stuff, and then we'll head inside the Commandant's house. All right, out the window, Jack. Come on. There you go. We've messed enough with this poor man, rather. It's time to actually head to the main quarry. So unlike last time, where we kind of fucked this up by getting heard, let's use that lard, and then let's go ahead and get, using the crowbar, prying this open. It's so much faster when you have the pry bar, or when you have the, broth of placebo. Alright, let's take a little quick look in here. We have one target who's walking around, this Mado. We also have a security camera. And she's outside the influence. She's outside the influence of the bar. Let's use the bar. I think she'll remain out of there. Good. And we get a free save. How gracious of the game. How generous even. Let's see if she'll actually give us a window to follow her in there. I don't like to do this because it's very error prone, but I'd like to try it. Especially since we can run in right behind her. Come on, shift over there. Perfect. All right, this is where it counts. Because it's very easy to click on her, and it's very easy to click outside the circle. You also don't want to bump into her. Okay, good. We made it in. I'm in. Don't let her see you, Jack. Let's go ahead and steal her stuff. You have her personal bubble. Quickly. Okay. She is none the wiser. So we got in through a locked door by shadowing her there. Now we need to get upstairs. There's a few other things you could do down here. There's a nightstand there. I don't think there's anything really worthwhile. Those things are... You can't move through them. There's also some gin. Whatever. Let's not get seen by the camera. On normal difficulty, I don't think this door is even locked. And I also want to bring up something here that this is just... fucking ludicrous. It's like this woman is walking through the dining room, continually locking and unlocking this door. And keep in mind that we stole stuff from her, and that was not a key. Actually, we did get one to the office. That's a different place. That's not the one to the front door. So it's like, why are you going through all this hassle? It's the dining room. There's one thing in here. Nothing really matters. Are they going to steal your fruit? Maybe. Those are good fruits. All right, anyway. Let's stop messing with her, and let's head upstairs. Let's hit the lights. Very important. And most importantly, we need to get this door open here. Time is of the essence in this particular stage. So we need to move as quickly as possible. And thankfully, with our, brothel placebo route, we can do this very quickly. We need to watch out for vision cones over here. All right, that's going great. Let's go ahead and keep checking. Let's just go ahead and use the last use of that. Get ready to move. Thankfully, she cannot hear us on that Z level down there. I can't tell if that's the camera or if that's her. That's one problem with Jack. His Z level, the one thing that can block his omniscience is things being on a different floor than him. There's a few things we could pick up here and start working on. I want to see if I want to. It's not always in your interest to do so. We could. There is a secret wall safe over there. And if I'm not mistaken, we'll be safe. Will I be mistaken? Let's find out. Let's go ahead and use this before anyone gets up here. Again, we need to watch the stairs. Okay, someone's definitely coming up. Let's go ahead and use some lard here. And let's go get back to work on that. She's going to turn on the lights, which is sort of a dick move. Okay, what's in there? We got some cash. Let's move, Jackie. All right. It's light in here. It's not the best way. We could actually turn this off, but we spent a little time getting into that safe. And that's probably the right call. We used up some lard also, but whatever. Lard's there to be used. Now, we can just turn out the lights, and it's not going to be that big a detriment. So let's go ahead and do so. Just gets me, oh my goodness, a power outage. I'm all, yeah, that's real unfortunate. You should go and check out those lights. We'll go and mess with this. This is a control panel. Oh, run. We're probably safe-ish here for the moment, but there's no big hurry. There's also a nightstand we can hack over there. We just don't want to be seen. So we're just going to go ahead and hang out. And what's that? Another guy? What the hell? Is the Commandant himself. He has come to join us. Because of course he has. Why wouldn't he come to join us? It's his house. He does not show up on normal difficulty, by the way. He's a treat for us just because we're playing on hard. Everybody, don't you see me? He said something about damn something. Language. All right, so she's washing the windows, and that's her sort of pattern. You can see kind of where she goes. These are where we've observed her going. She may go other places. But we need to get this open. It's imperative. I don't know if you saw it when we were downstairs, but there is a laser field on the door down there. This is one of the things we need to mess with before we can actually get through that laser field. Let's start jacking this open. Watch for vision cones. I don't think she'll be close enough. That thing didn't have anything in it. Thanks. Just wasted some crowbar for nothing. Let's go look at this. Because she's not coming in here again, at least for a little bit. The weekly bulletin. The main page is full of the brightest quotes from speeches of the chairman of the food committee. Victory is on the production front. In the near future, a list of categories of the population entitled to receive meat products will be significantly expanded. Chocolate production volumes have doubled. Its appearance in the free market has become a matter of the next few years. No matter how long it takes, but I intend to meet your expectations completely. Moreover, I intend to exceed all of your expectations. I assure you, looking back, you'll be surprised what you expected, how you expected so little of me. Very good. He's full of piss and vinegar. You like to see it. Now, I'd like to go in here next, because we need to get an antique item, and there's one sort of secreted away right here. There's also a few other things we can pick up. We could pick up that, but I don't think it's really necessary. Let's see. Do I want to throw down a save? Probably not yet. Let's see. And how do I know how many lies there are? Maybe every word is fiction. by an overly fanatical editor. Could be. Alright, so she's going in there. As far as I can see, the Commandant's not coming back. Well, he might. I can be him. I can be him. I can be him. Be him. Get away from the door, Jack. Thank you. Alright, so she's going to mess with that. I think she goes back to the bathroom. If she does come in here, we have a plan. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and grab this while he's coming up. Go and run back here. And let's go ahead and get Jack in here. Nah, not yet. He also has a key on his sash or belt or whatever that is. He's still within my influence. Son of a bitch. Well, let's see what's in here while he's getting in position. I'm going to turn on the light, he says. Are you? Are you going to turn on that light, sir? So he's going to try to turn on the light. That's going to mess up his timing just a little bit. We might as well see what's in here. Free money. Always a big fan of free money. It doesn't work. Well, what the fish? Do I want to run in there while he's there? Probably not. My placebo route, I think, is still working. Need to watch her. Okay, she's going in there. It's a little alarming. I think we're safe. Alright, he's going to head downstairs. What do we got? We found some stuff because of our thieves' luck. We got some underpants. We got a ribbon with a bow. And a couple of sedative powders. Okay, so likely she's going to be in here next, so we're going to have to sit tight for a moment. I know, you thought he was coming in here too, right? We should be safe here, he said, hoping it were true. Oh, yeah. She doesn't even know. Alright, what else do we want to do? We got... I was going to say... Whoop, we got the safe. One second, I accidentally turned on the G-Force thing. I hate when that happens. You ever hit a shortcut when you don't mean to? There's too many damn things with the overlays. So we have a access card over here that I want to pick up. We also have something of a nightstand there to mess with. So why don't we go ahead and throw down a safe? We haven't done that for a while. And we're going to go ahead and cheese it on over here. She'll be back in here eventually, but it's not a big problem. Not yet, anyway. Thought you might actually wander into that. I think she does go over by that mirror. More sedative powder. Yeah, like, see, she goes over there. Is our Commandant coming up? He might be. He might be coming up here. Do I want to screw with this? Yeah, sure, let's screw with this. Jack, if you want to run, that'd be cool. So if she goes over by the mirror, I'm going to be in some trouble. But thankfully, with our placebo route, which I think is still inactive, still in action, rather, we are good. Well, how's our weight doing? We're still about a half, so we're great. All right, Commandant, please move. I want to follow him in there. Jack, move! For the love of Christ, move. Okay, good. Go and steal what he has on his person. We got his key from him, and also a gasoline lighter. Fantastic. We got in there, it has nothing. So the question remains, what else do we want to steal from this place? What was that? We have some ladies' perfume, whatever. I think we're good. Wasn't it? I was going to say, no, we got in there. We haven't gotten in there yet. We might as well get in there. We're just dancing with these people. It's not a big problem. We've only been here less than 10 minutes, if you can believe it. Oh, there she is. Although, where the hell did she go? I forget that sometimes she goes downstairs. You know, as sometimes we do. Sometimes we have to go downstairs. She's going to try to turn on the lights. She's going to look at it like an idiot. Still doesn't work. Alright, and then she's going to go over there, and I think she's going to come in here. So let's go ahead and use this time to get over there as quickly as possible. Let's see, did I look in here? I didn't. We need to get in this room. Get ready to disengage. Disengage. Here comes that gentleman. Alright, everyone get out of my influence. Okay, they're out of the influence. Alright, what do we got? We got a dress suit. We got some dress trousers. We're good to go. Now, unless she comes in here and is an asshole, we should still be good. Let me stick my little nose here. I should be safe if she comes in here. I don't think she will. She's actually going to follow his butt downstairs. Or no, she's going in that room. All right, what do I want to do? I think I might want to shadow him downstairs, but I'm feeling a little antsy about doing so. Let's go ahead and throw down a save. Just in case there are consequences for my actions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, we need to get in here because there's a box over there. Thankfully, we have plenty of time. Let's go ahead and use our wire cutters. Thankfully, they're nice and quiet. There's another power breaker here if we want this place to be darker, and we probably do. There we go. No more cameras to worry about. No more laser beams across the door. You'll also notice I have a key icon. It's because we can use that there. All right, we're going to want to be patient here because we're going to have our maid coming downstairs. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go grab some foods. I'm still not sure if she's coming. I'm a little apprehensive about doing anything else. We do have a save. That's the snitch outside with the dog. He gives it a pet while he's nearby. Nope, I accidentally sped up time there. Don't think there's anything else. So we're going to probably run in there next. I need just a little bit of time. Again, I wish I could see other floors here. Let's go and throw down our last save. All right. If this goes awry, we'll just go ahead and reboot reality. Cool. Okay, nothing bad happened. I love when that happens. What's in the document? Did I pick up that? I don't think I picked up the access card from upstairs. Damn it, Lethal. I'm fairly sure I didn't. Anyway, Jeff McGee brutally dealt with the whole family living in the neighborhood. His victims were Robert Green, Felicia Green, and their 2 young children. You may remember Jeff McGee as the guy we helped at the slaughterhouse, and he has gone on a rampage. It is assumed that the outbreak of aggression could have been caused by banned literature that fell into his hands. Charles Creevy resisted during the arrest. He bit the patrolman on the nose and broke out of his handcuffs maybe? Or maybe just hands in general, and jumped into the river. His last words were addressed to the party and the Supreme Committee, but they were so terrible that none of the investigators raised a hand to put them in the protocol. Sergeant Oliver Bombardier, in one shot, he ate a can of canned food, which is supposed to last him for 3 whole days, demoted to junior private and put under arrest for 15 days. Okay. That was another. Like, these are 3 different incidents. This is the guy we helped. This is some other guy. And then we have the Bombardier. Yeah, I didn't bring the card down here because I'm stupid. Good job, Lethal. Good job. Now I don't know where that woman is, and that's the biggest thing I'm concerned with. Okay, she's right up there. There's the card. We need to go grab that. Okay, I'm not sure where the fuck she's going, so run, 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 run. Okay, I think she's going in that room. No, she's going downstairs. Great, everyone's downstairs. Well, let's go ahead and just hurry up and wait. This is the best place to wait in case you're stuck upstairs. No one looks in this corner, strangely enough. Alright, so he's coming up. It's time for me to stop drinking. I stopped talking so Lethal could actually read all of my words. Alright, you have come up here. Now, where are you going? It's the biggest question I have. Okay, cool. Just a small setback there for getting the access card like a dipshit. Something we can easily rectify. You can break into these, but we don't have the tool to do so right now. And we could just drill into the safe also. But where's the fun in that, right? Let's go ahead and use the access card so you can see what the computers look like in this game. We may also hear a sound shortly whenever she notices the access card is missing. It doesn't matter. Good news. Hello, George. About that teacher, Burns, who you advised to pay attention to. As always, you were right. After the interrogation, received his confession of collusion with the enemy, the nebulous enemy, embezzlement of the treasury, entrusted to him, as well as anti-state and subversive activities that cost the lives of hundreds of people. Admittedly, he was a tough nut to crack, but I managed to squeeze everything out of him, or out of his nut. An open court hearing is scheduled for next Tuesday in the case of A.K. Burns. Make sure that the entire teaching staff of the elementary school, number 8, as well as the students of A.K. Burns' class, are present at the meeting. Such criminals need maximum public censure. Characteristic. According to your request, a characteristic has been compiled for Comrade Z.R. Brake, an exemplary member of the party, activist and commander of the volunteer formation of Sniffers. He works 3 times a week at the weapons factory during off-duty hours, organizer of several charity gatherings for the needs of the front. At all processions, he always walks at the front row with a banner in his hands and his devotion in his eyes. I consider it right and necessary to grant Comrade Brake another postponement from enlisting to the mobilization list for the period of 3 years, because he is the best egg. My dear brother, I have to leave in a few days on official business. If you need money again to finance your alcohol projects, you can take some from the hiding place behind the cabinet. Aha, there's apparently a hiding place behind a cabinet. There are a lot of cabinets in here. I was gonna say, that might be... Maybe it must be talking about the safe upstairs. That's gotta be it, because that was the secret safe. Anyway, speaking of safes, boop, we have opened the safe. Now, an important thing to do before you open any safe is to pause the game and look at the thing. It'll tell you if the alarm's disabled, because of course Jack can just perceive these sorts of things. Don't ask how, it's not important. Also, let's go and pick up this. This is a free painting just laying around. What else we got there? We got money. I love money. That might also be the thing behind the cabinet, right? What is that? Doing it all ourselves. I believe that is a skill book. It is. A manual for hardworking, well-to-do townspeople do not keep such books in their house unless they have acquired their wealth by physical labor. Reading it will give you more lockpicking. Of course, we cannot read on site because, I mean, it's in the middle of a heist. You think I can concentrate on a book? Come on. All right, so he's sitting in his chair over there. We'll go ahead and lockpick this because we are in the area and we need actual lockpicking experience, you know. All right, let's disengage from that. Thankfully, he has no reason to come in here. He hasn't noticed that his key has gone, walkabout. They'll go ahead and use up this last lockpick here. There we go. Lockpick has gone the way of the dinosaurs. We'll take all that. Let's go get his jewels. Oh my god, the laser beam is active again. I'll need to find another way. Thankfully, we can jump out this window, and you can't enter through these windows. I know you fell into that trap. Well, we're done with that, so let's go and head over here for no particular reason other than there's an unlocked window. We like to get into houses. What? Who's there? Hey, Jane, is that you? Jack, you scared me to death jumping through my window like that. I thought you were the Sniffers coming for a search. I'm sorry, I didn't know this was your house. I was just jumping through a random window. I was probably gonna rob you. Anyway, did you say the Sniffers? Why would they come here? Well, yesterday my brother Andrew was detained by the Secret Service. I've been on my feet for 24 hours. Threw out and burned everything that I could that turned out to be evidence and aroused even the slightest suspicion. It can't be. I thought Andrew was the last person on Earth that the Secret Service would come after. He always was so careful with both his deeds and his actions. As you can see, they got to him. Now I'm waiting for them to come and knock on my door. Why would they come for you too? Well, did they need a reason? They found something to blame Andrew for. They'll find something on me, I'm sure. If they don't find it, they'll just make it up. Wait, what are you doing here? Starts squinting. Come on, tell me, have you been recruited as an informer? If It's like I'm confessing to you because I'm not. It's not. Let's try this at the like maximum sundari. It's not like I'm confessing to you like you asked me. Anyway, come on, just relax. What a snitch I am. After all, I myself recently had one foot behind bars, and about that later, that was a long story. Now I'm wandering around the slums, and to be completely honest, I'm not doing exactly legitimate things. That's why I'm wearing a mask right now. I understand everything. It turns out that all this has touched you in the head. Listen, we have a chance. Her eyes sparkle with hope. In one sense. I mean, I'm listening to you. In general, I have an idea why Andrew was arrested. A few days ago, he came home excited. One might say even scared, which you might think are, contradictory statements, but it was just like that. He mentioned some important documents or something that got into his hands. There's a chance that the police haven't gotten to them yet. In this case, if you find them before the police, they won't be able to have any evidence and Andrew will be released. That sounds rather dubious and risky. I mean, you said you were just talking about them just making up stuff if they was coming for you, right? So where are these supposed documents? I didn't find them in the house, so they can only be at his work. He mentioned they hid them safely, but I do not know where exactly. Wait, so Andrew works at the ministry, doesn't he? The building is probably well guarded, being that, it's government. Going in there would be definitely suicide. Jack, we've known each other since we were kids. And you know Andrew would do the same for you, and even more. Yeah, that's for sure. Andrew always seemed like to be in another world, always helping everyone out. Although for him, it often brought nothing but trouble, just like in this case. Alright, well, I'll try, but I can't guarantee anything. I'm just trying to live my life too. Thank you, Jack. It's time for me to leave. You don't want your neighbors to notice me with my bright red mask, alright? If anything, you'll find me at this address, 123 Fake Street. He writes down a piece of paper. Alright, well, I'll see you later. I hope you will succeed with whatever task you have. Indeed. Alright, do you have anything? Of course you have things. I'm gonna be taking all your things. It's probably helping Andrew, I swear. We'll take some hot pepper. We'll take some not so hot pepper. And then we'll take some canned food. And what we have here? Some more canned food. Fantastic. And we will exit through this door. Into the fog. Which of course ends the level. Less than 15 minutes of high-intensity stealth action. We brought the Petard, but I didn't end up throwing in anyone. We found all the things. We got some thief mastery, some lockpicking skill from finding the safe. We got all kinds of nice ups there. No raider, but whatever. We'll probably survive. 407 state bucks worth of loot and 1 alarm level because, to be honest, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and continue. And next time, we'll have an intermission again in the slums. I'll see you then.